What your special person has been hiding will leave you in tears. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and let your heart listen, because what you're about to hear isn't just a message, it's a divine revelation that's been waiting to reach you for so long. There is someone very special in your life, someone your soul recognizes even before your mind can understand it. This person has been carrying something deep inside, something they've hidden, not out of malice or deception, but out of fear, pain, and love. You've felt it, haven't you? The distance, the silence, the energy that suddenly shifts when their name is mentioned. There's been something you couldn't quite explain, a whisper in your spirit telling you, something isn't being said. And you were right. This person has been hiding their true emotions. The truth is, they think about you more than they will ever admit. They replay your laughter in their mind, they remember the way your presence made them feel safe, seen, loved. But somewhere along their journey, something broke inside them. They built walls not to shut you out, but to protect themselves from being hurt again. Archangel Michael says, your heart has been sensing their energy calling to you in silence. You've been waking up thinking of them, or feeling sudden waves of emotion for no reason. That's not coincidence, it's spiritual connection. Their soul is reaching for yours, even if their lips never speak a word. But here's what they've been hiding, deep down, they're afraid that they're not enough for you. Afraid that their mistakes, their past, or their insecurities would make you see them differently. They think that if you truly knew everything, their fears, their guilt, their regrets, you might walk away. So they hide it behind smiles, behind casual words, pretending not to care as much as they truly do. Archangel Michael says, they love you, but they've been struggling with their own reflection. They've been holding back because they believe you deserve someone who has it all figured out, but what they don't realize is that what your heart ever needed was truth, not perfection. You may have asked yourself many times, why do I feel this bond so deeply? Because your souls are connected beyond the physical world. You have walked through lifetimes together. In another time, in another place, your souls made a promise, that no matter how far apart you drift, you'd always find each other again. And that's what's happening now. That's why no matter how hard you try to move on, something always pulls you back. Archangel Michael says, you've been divinely guided to hear this message today. This is not random. Heaven wants you to know that what's been hidden will soon come to light. There will be a moment, an unexpected message, a look, or a sign, and you'll understand everything. Their silence was never rejection, it was fear wrapped in love. They've cried over you in moments you'll never know. They've wished to speak but couldn't find the words. They've stared at your name on their screen, their heart racing, and still didn't have the courage to press send. Not because they didn't care, but because they cared too much. Archangel Michael says, forgive them in your heart, even if they never apologize. Because they are learning. They're awakening. Heaven has been working through their heart, showing them the truth of this connection, that love built on honesty and forgiveness can heal anything. Soon, the universe will align your paths again. And when that happens, you'll both feel the pull, that magnetic recognition that says, it's you. It's always been you. But before that day comes, you're being asked to release the pain of what you think went wrong. Stop overthinking what you could have done differently. You were never meant to chase them, you were meant to heal so they could return whole. Archangel Michael says, do not mistake their distance for absence. They are healing too. They dream about you. They remember small things, the sound of your voice, the words you said, the way your kindness touched their soul. You changed them, and they'll never be the same because of it. Right now, heaven is preparing a divine moment of truth. Something will unfold, a confession, a message, or a sign so clear that you'll know it's time. You'll know what was hidden. You'll understand why things happened the way they did. And most importantly, you'll feel peace. You've been so strong through this, even when you didn't feel it. You've cried quietly, but heaven saw every tear. And those tears didn't fall in vain, they watered the seeds of miracles that are about to bloom in your life. Archangel Michael says, you are loved beyond measure. You are not forgotten. You are not too much. You are the lesson, the light, and the home this person's heart keeps searching for. So when they finally reveal what's been hidden, don't let anger take the place of love. See them through heaven's eyes, broken, but trying, afraid, but loving. Because in truth, they've been hiding the most vulnerable thing of all, their heart still belongs to you. Keep believing, my child. The truth is coming, and when it does, it will heal you both in ways you never imagined. Archangel Michael says, you are surrounded by angels guiding you toward clarity, comfort, and divine timing. Trust that everything unfolding is part of a greater plan for your highest good. What is meant for you can never be lost. Take a deep breath now. Release your worry. Whisper within yourself, I am ready for the truth, I am ready for peace. And remember, the moment you heard this message wasn't coincidence. Your angels led you here because your heart needed confirmation that love still exists, that hope still lives, and that what's hidden will soon be revealed. Very soon, you'll see. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, there is more I must reveal to you, my beloved child. What your special person has been hiding runs deeper than words could ever express. It is not just about love or longing, it is about the silent war between their heart and their fear. You see, there was a time when they wanted to tell you everything. They wanted to reach out, to say how much you mean to them, to explain the confusion that clouded their mind. But every time they tried, something inside stopped them, a voice that said, don't ruin it, don't open your heart, you'll only get hurt again. That voice wasn't truth, it was the echo of their past pain. Archangel Michael says, they were once deeply hurt by someone they trusted completely. Someone took their love and broke it into pieces, leaving scars that made them believe love always ends in loss. That's why, even when their soul recognized you, they pulled away. They didn't hide their feelings out of cruelty, they hid them because they didn't trust their own heart to be strong enough again. You, my child, awakened something sacred in them. You made them feel alive after a long time of numbness. But feeling again scared them. They didn't know how to handle the intensity of what your connection brought. You reminded them of what it's like to love fearlessly, but they weren't ready to face themselves. That is why they ran, not from you, but from what they saw in you: truth, depth, and unconditional love. You reflected back the parts of them they tried to bury. Archangel Michael says, your connection is not ordinary. It is a spiritual bond that transcends this lifetime. You may have been lovers, friends, or even family in other lives. That's why your energy feels so familiar, why your heart beats differently when you think of them. It's not imagination, it's memory. But right now, they're in the process of awakening. They've been seeing signs too, dreams, numbers, songs, and coincidences that all point back to you. They may try to ignore them, but heaven is persistent. They are being guided to heal what's broken and return to truth. My child, the pain you feel when you think of them is not punishment, it's transformation. You are being purified through this waiting, shaped into the highest version of yourself. This connection is not only about union with them, it's also about reunion with your own soul. You've been learning patience, forgiveness, faith, qualities that can only be birthed through love that tests you deeply. Every tear you've cried has been seen by heaven. Every time you whispered their name in silence, an angel carried your vibration to their heart. Archangel Michael says, your special person feels your energy more than you know. When you think of them, they feel it. When you pray for them, light touches their soul. And though they may not understand it, they are slowly being drawn back to you. There will come a moment, soon, when their walls will begin to fall. They'll start remembering the peace they felt with you. They'll realize that no matter what they've done or where they've been, their heart has never stopped belonging to you. But I must tell you this, before the truth can be spoken, you must release the pain of waiting. You must trust that what's meant for you doesn't need to be forced. Love doesn't chase, it attracts. The more you surrender to peace, the faster divine timing works in your favor. Archangel Michael says, focus now on yourself, on your healing, your joy, your light. The more you rise, the more you inspire them to rise too. When your energy is balanced, the connection heals naturally. You are both being guided through different lessons that will bring you back together in alignment, not confusion. Heaven is preparing both of you to meet again, not as broken pieces trying to fix each other, but as whole souls ready to love purely. Your person is beginning to understand that love cannot be hidden forever. No matter how far they run, truth finds them. Their dreams will keep showing your face. Their heart will keep whispering your name. And one day, when they can no longer bear the silence, they will come forward. They will tell you everything. The fears, the regrets, the emotions they kept locked away. And when that moment comes, you'll see that every delay was divine. Every unanswered question will make sense. Until then, hold faith, my child. You are being protected. This love is not lost, it's only being refined. What's hidden will soon be revealed, not through chaos, but through peace. Archangel Michael says, you will not have to search for the truth, it will find you. When the right time comes, heaven itself will make a way. Trust this. Believe in the love that was written in your soul before you were even born. And when that day arrives, when everything hidden finally comes to light, your tears will not be of sadness, but of understanding. You'll realize that every moment of doubt was preparing you for this divine truth. You were always loved, you were always chosen, and you were never forgotten. Archangel Michael says, my beloved child, listen closely now, for this part of your journey is about to shift in powerful ways. What has been hidden in the dark is slowly being brought into light, not to hurt you, but to heal you. You've carried heavy emotions, unanswered questions, and silent prayers in your heart, and heaven has heard them all. Your special person has been living in deep conflict. They've been pretending to be fine, showing the world a strong face, but inside they are restless. They are haunted by the love they tried to bury. They tell themselves they've moved on, yet their soul keeps pulling them back to you. Every night, when the world is quiet, your energy fills their thoughts. You visit them in dreams, you echo in their mind, and they wake up with a feeling they can't explain, a longing they can't escape. Archangel Michael says, their silence is not rejection, it is fear wrapped in confusion. They don't know how to fix what they broke, or how to face you after all the distance. They fear being misunderstood, or worse, that you've stopped caring. But deep inside, they know your connection is special, something beyond logic, something their soul has never felt before. They are being guided by heaven now. Signs surround them, repeated numbers, music that reminds them of you, sudden memories that bring them to tears. These are not coincidences, they are divine nudges from the angels, gently leading them back toward truth. The time of hiding is ending. My child, you may have noticed that recently, your emotions toward them have been shifting. Some days you feel peace, other days you feel their energy so strongly it almost overwhelms you. This is because your souls are aligning again. The spiritual cords between you are lighting up, preparing for a moment of reconnection. But before that can happen, there is one last lesson for both of you, forgiveness. Archangel Michael says, forgiveness is the key that unlocks hidden love. You cannot receive the truth if your heart is still filled with pain. You must let go of the resentment, the waiting, and the what-ifs. What's coming is so much better than what you lost. Your person's heart has been guarded for too long. They've been hiding tears behind laughter, pretending not to care, but every step they take away from you only leads them back to the same realization: no one else feels like home. They've tried to distract themselves, but nothing compares to your presence. The comfort you gave them, the peace your voice carried, the light in your eyes, these are things they can't replace. Archangel Michael says, you are their awakening. Through you, they're learning what real love means, not just passion or comfort, but soul growth. You stirred something eternal within them, something they didn't know existed. That's why they run, because loving you meant facing themselves. But now, heaven is intervening. The more they resist, the more signs will appear. The universe will keep pushing until they can no longer deny their truth. There will come a divine moment, unexpected, unplanned, when everything they've been hiding will rise to the surface. Words will be spoken that were once buried. Emotions will spill that were once held back. And when it happens, you will feel heaven's presence surrounding you. You'll feel peace instead of fear. You'll understand that this connection was never about chasing, it was always about trusting. Archangel Michael says, "Be patient a little longer." Every prayer you've whispered has been working behind the scenes. The angels are aligning the right circumstances, timing, healing, and clarity, so that nothing stands between your souls. What was once hidden in shame will now be revealed in love. This person is realizing that life without truth is empty. They are growing tired of pretending. They're beginning to understand that honesty is the only way forward. They've carried guilt and regret, but soon they'll see that love was never their weakness, fear was. You, my child, are being prepared for this moment. Keep focusing on your light. Keep trusting your intuition, because it will guide you toward what's real. When your heart feels calm and open, that is heaven confirming that the truth is near. And when you hear from them, when they finally speak the words they've been too afraid to say, you'll feel every part of this message come alive. You'll realize why you had to walk through this pain. To find strength, to find faith, and to find love that's built on something eternal. Archangel Michael says, "This is your divine confirmation. What has been hidden will no longer remain in the shadows. The tears you shed will turn into healing. The silence will turn into understanding. And love will return, not broken, but reborn. So hold your heart open, my child. The next chapter is about truth, peace, and reunion. And when that moment comes, you'll look back and realize, heaven had a plan all along." Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, as we continue, understand this truth. What was hidden was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to strengthen you. Sometimes, when love is powerful and sacred, it must go through separation and silence so both hearts can evolve. This time apart was not punishment, it was divine preparation. Your special person has been living behind a mask for so long, pretending to be unaffected, acting as though the connection between you was just another chapter. But the truth, my dear one, is that you were the one chapter that never ended. You live in their thoughts more often than you realize. Every time they close their eyes, they feel your energy. Every time they laugh, they remember the sound of your laughter echoing in their soul. Archangel Michael says, they have tried to move on, but heaven won't let them forget you. They are meant to remember. The universe keeps sending reminders. Songs that repeat your story, places that remind them of you, dreams that replay your moments together. They wake up wondering why they can't shake your memory, And the answer is simple, because your souls are still connected by divine design. You, my child, have felt this too. That sudden rush of emotions out of nowhere, that strange sense that they're thinking about you, those aren't coincidences. Those are spiritual signals. Their heart speaks to yours even when no words are exchanged. But here's what they've been hiding even deeper: the guilt. They feel unworthy of you. They look back at how things ended, or what they didn't say, and they carry that weight silently. They want to reach out, but they keep asking themselves, what if I'm too late? What if they've moved on? What if I don't deserve forgiveness? Archangel Michael says, they have punished themselves in silence. They scroll through old memories, wondering how they let something so real slip away. Their soul aches for closure, but their pride and fear keep them frozen. They don't know how to face the one person who saw the truth in them when no one else did, you. And yet, heaven whispers to them every day, go back. Speak your truth. Heal what you broke. Slowly, they are beginning to listen. You may notice small changes soon, a dream that feels vivid, a sign that feels personal, or even an unexpected message that opens the door to clarity. The angels are working behind the scenes to bring the truth to you. My child, Archangel Michael says, be ready, but stay calm. This truth will come with emotions, both yours and theirs. They may cry. They may tremble. Their voice may break as they confess everything they kept hidden, their fears, their regrets, their love. Let your heart listen more than your mind in that moment. See the pain behind their words and the love beneath their hesitation. You are not being asked to forget what happened, you are being asked to understand it from a higher perspective. Every tear, every delay, every unanswered question was part of a spiritual process meant to awaken you both. What was hidden is not meant to reopen old wounds but to close them with grace. Archangel Michael says, you are the light that awakened love in a broken heart. Through your compassion, you help them remember what genuine love feels like. And even if they were too scared to hold on to it then, that love transformed them from within. Now, the angels are aligning the path ahead. The confusion is clearing. The lessons are completing. Your special person will no longer be able to hide what's inside. Their emotions will overflow like a dam finally breaking, and in that flood, you'll find truth, raw, unfiltered, real. But hear this clearly, my beloved, do not lose yourself in their return. You have become stronger, wiser, and more radiant during this time apart. You have learned to find peace within your own heart, and that peace must remain your foundation. Whether this truth leads to reunion or release, it will bring freedom. Archangel Michael says, the purpose of this message is not only to reveal their secret, but to awaken your soul to its own power. You are not waiting for someone to complete you, you are already whole. You are love itself, and that is why you attracted such a deep connection. Soon, there will be signs of movement. Watch for unexpected messages, emotional dreams, or synchronicities that seem too perfect to ignore. These will be your confirmations that the divine plan is unfolding. And when that truth is finally spoken, when you look into their eyes and hear the words they've been holding for so long, you'll feel the weight lift off your soul. You'll understand that the waiting wasn't wasted. It was a sacred pause so both of you could grow into who you were always meant to be. Archangel Michael says, heaven will never reveal something to hurt you, only to heal you. So when their hidden truth comes to light, receive it with grace. Whether it leads to a new beginning or peaceful closure, it will bring you the peace your heart has been asking for. You have been so patient, my child. The universe is proud of how far you've come. You've turned pain into wisdom, heartbreak into strength, and loneliness into faith. And now, heaven is preparing to reward that faith with clarity and love. Soon, the tears you shed will no longer be from confusion, but from relief. You'll finally see why everything happened the way it did. You'll finally understand that love, real, divine love, can never truly be hidden. It only waits for the right moment to be revealed. And as you walk into that new chapter, remember these words from Archangel Michael: you were never forgotten. You were never unloved. You were simply being prepared for the moment when truth and destiny meet. Archangel Michael says, my beloved child, the light of truth is now closer than it has ever been. The veil that once hid their emotions is lifting. You might already feel it, that sudden warmth in your heart, a strange peace after months of uncertainty, or a wave of emotion that makes you pause and wonder, why do I feel this way all of a sudden? That is your soul sensing what heaven already knows. The moment of revelation is near. Your special person has been battling within themselves. There's been an inner voice urging them to finally tell you the truth, to bring everything into the light. They've tried to ignore it, distract themselves, and even convince their heart to stay quiet, but love this deep cannot be silenced forever. Archangel Michael says, they've reached the point where silence hurts more than honesty. Their heart is aching for release. They no longer find peace in pretending or avoiding what's real. The mask they've worn for so long is cracking, and through those cracks, the truth is starting to shine through. You might not realize it, but your love, your energy, your prayers, your forgiveness, have been guiding them home. Even from afar, you've been healing them. Every time you chose compassion over anger, you sent light to their soul. Every time you whispered a quiet prayer for their peace, heaven carried it straight to their heart. My child, this person has cried silently for you. They've looked at your pictures, your words, your memories, and wondered if you could ever forgive them for hiding so much. They've been afraid that you would turn away if you knew the whole story, their mistakes, their fears, their weaknesses. But Archangel Michael says, the truth will not push you apart, it will free you both. You see, what they've been hiding isn't only about love, it's also about pain they've carried for years. They've been afraid to open up because they didn't know how to be vulnerable. They were taught that showing emotions meant weakness, and so they buried everything deep inside. But your love awakened their heart. You made them feel safe enough to face what they once ran from. Archangel Michael says, when two souls are truly connected, no distance, no silence, and no fear can keep them apart forever. The divine always finds a way to bring truth to light. That is what's happening now. Soon, there will be a sign, a message, a dream, or even a sudden encounter. That will begin the healing. You may not expect it, and it might come in the simplest of ways, but it will hold deep meaning. Heaven will make sure you recognize it. My beloved child, prepare your heart for peace, not pain. What's coming will bring answers, understanding, and closure. It may come through an honest conversation, a heartfelt apology, or an emotional confession that changes everything. Archangel Michael says, when the truth arrives, listen with love, not judgment. You don't have to forget the past, but you can choose to see it through divine eyes. See how every challenge shaped you. See how every delay protected you. See how every heartbreak brought you closer to the truth. You are stepping into a new chapter where love is pure and transparent. You'll no longer question where you stand. The confusion that clouded your heart will dissolve, replaced by clarity and calm. The person who once hid their feelings will begin to show them openly. They are learning that real strength is not in hiding emotions but in expressing them. Real courage is not running from love, but standing in it fully, even when it's scary. And that is exactly what they are being guided to do. Archangel Michael says, trust the timing of your story. The universe knows the perfect moment for hearts to meet again. Nothing is being delayed, everything is aligning. What's hidden will be revealed when both of you are ready to receive it with open hearts. And remember this. Whether this truth leads to reconciliation or peaceful release, it will bring you healing. Because the goal of divine love is always peace, never pain. You, my child, have come so far. You've grown through silence, learned through waiting, and loved through uncertainty. That is what makes your heart powerful. It still believes in goodness despite everything. Heaven honors that kind of faith. Very soon, the tears you've cried will transform into joy. The confusion will turn into understanding. And the love you gave will return to you multiplied, pure, honest, and divine. Archangel Michael says, your patience has not gone unnoticed. The angels have walked beside you in every lonely night, every prayer, and every heartbeat that longed for clarity. Now, the clouds are parting. The light is breaking through. And the truth is coming, not to break you, but to finally heal you. When that truth arrives, let your heart rest. Let love flow freely again. You will understand that everything, every delay, every silence, every hidden emotion, was part of heaven's perfect plan to bring you home to truth. You were never alone, my child. You were being protected, refined, and prepared for a love that could only exist after the storm. And now, that storm is passing. The skies are clearing. Your soul is ready. The truth is ready. And your story is about to unfold in the most beautiful way heaven could design. Archangel Michael smiles and says, you have done well, my beloved. The time of waiting is over. Be still, and the truth will find you.